Welcome everyone to round 14 Italy. We have 20 drivers today, 20 drivers into turn 1, lap 1. About to be carnage. As people start to go out, the people on the mediums, that means softs for the second time around. Good evening, Game Runs. And Dark Warrior fans today. Fortunately, Dark Warrior last week, I think he DNF'd from the Belgium race. I think 900 drivers DNF, so we only had 10 finishers last week. Hopefully we're going to have a bit more this time around. First one to cross the line. Montana. Oh, here we go. Catfish Hunter, 0F1. Parrish, something happened. He DNF'd from the session. Alright. Let's jump on board with Zero in the Ferrari. Have the lab data. We don't want to rain in the race. When is it going to rain? Is it going to rain for the entire time, or? Oh, if the lobby is full of lag, it's going to be quite problematic for turn 1. A couple of first laps are going to be difficult to finish. Zero with a 121.3 virus in the Renault. Only 800 seconds faster. Montana already with a 118.9. Who is behind? West Ham could challenge Montana. As we have yellow flag, sector 3, 119.4. 5 tenths, about 5 tenths behind. Saw Lion earlier. Packagey with a point finish last week. Well done for him. Good race. Taking advantage of people DNFing. He started all the way back in P19, climbed up into P6 or 7, something like that. Yeah, he wasn't here last. Is that him? That's the yellow flags out. Nader, Tom and Greg. Greg is behind Tim. I think Tim is going into pits. He's finishing his second lap. Tim P7, Craig P12 for the 123.2. I think it was backed off by him. Obviously, it's not the best thing to be behind someone, stuck behind someone for an entire lap. As we have yellow flag, sector 1, I think someone just... We won't know for sure. Not gonna hold them up much longer. Gonna let them through. Verge of a penalty. Can really extend at the exit of this car. No problems with that. I think he had an invalidated lap the first turn of this car. We have yellow flag sector 3. Someone in the curb. The Parabolica. Catfish Hunter. Retires from the session. He's not going to be able to put a time up, I think. I don't know what kind of strategy it is, but... Or F1... letting the guys through, but that's a lot of traffic in front. I hope they're all in an out lap or something. They didn't... And he is right behind them. Is Darkwire going to post a lap? Let's see, we seem to have a lot of people. Or maybe he's gonna do it perfectly and jump into the top 10. Darkwire P9 on the softs with a 120.7. Good time for him. He's going to have enough time to go into pits, put another set of softs, and go out again. He jump on board with variable. The first of his first car of his train of drivers. Hidden and I think that's Zero migrant, sorry. Variable aboard his lap. Hidden with the pumpkin helmet. I would have liked the helmet to be free, but fortunately you need to pay for it, and I'm not willing to pay $2 for it. Hidden, as I see behind Muggin using the best way around the Parabolica. Got a new lap. That is a corner cut. Into turn 1, I think. Yes, it is. Mustang lost it. A quite dangerous place. No harm done to anyone else. Tom in P4 actually. That's pretty good. Pretty good for him. And his teammate is in the barrier. He's gonna back off on the racing line. No problem. Four wheels off track. Don't think he used all of the space he had to use. Let's see what he can do in the Parabolica. That's the best way around, I think. And he's going to abort his lap. 6 minutes left. Obviously, maybe I'm going to come back in, put another set of softs and medium on, and do another flying lap. The last one, 6 minutes, is probably what you need to do one lap. Craig, right behind the vengeful one, and Craig is looking for a white pass. Hopefully he didn't lose much time, and oh, these two guys probably aren't happy with each other. No one got hurt, that's the best thing. They can go around. Oh, that is Tim off in the barriers. The exit, and I think that's just an end plate. That's what you need here around Monza, the temple of speed, but you still need quite a lot of downforce for Sector 3. There's Montana, next one to cross the line. I think he's up on his time. Montana would have won 18.7 on the softs. West Ham is currently the only one who could challenge him. Niemi and West Ham are probably those who could get pole position today. As Lion puts up the third fastest lap at 1:19.5. I wouldn't be surprised if we see everyone going on the soft, since there might be rain in the race. I don't know if it's going to be a complete wet race or partially. Pits, a lot of traffic. Monza, that's Niemi on out lap. His teammate is starting a lap. We'll jump on board with him. It's not even completed. Tom. Really well done for him in his turn one. Good race online, kept up the speed. He's going to get only 9 thousandths of a second of his previous lap. That's a bit far. Doesn't seem to have picked up a penalty. Probably lost some time, though. He's either racing for his life, or he's either racing to the pits to get another lap in. That is quite large. That is 1:19.8 for Tom. A really good lap, exploiting the track limits very well, I need to say. have hidden, separating the two Renaults. At this point, I don't think they're gonna have time to. The virus is a bit late. There's only 55 seconds left of the session. He's not gonna be able to complete his out lap. Fortunately for him, he's gonna be P6 if no one comes in front of him. Zero. Couple of people. A lap. And on a not lap, the top tree. He's gonna scrap for pole position. I'm going to... Who's in front? So we have Lion right there, Montana right behind him, and we have West Ham in front. So West Ham's in front, and West Ham retires. Lion is now the only one who will challenge for pole position. After West Ham picked up a penalty. A lot of traffic for Lion. That is quite unfortunate. It's Montana scrapping. But I think that was Blaze Harry. Yeah. Montana tried to cut right in front of Blaze, but unfortunately the AI didn't give any space to Montana. Variable retires. I think everyone is done except for Darkwire, who's going in. So Variable is qualified, so he's gonna start. Everyone is done. So we have Montana taking another pole position. I'm not surprised. The only one in the 118s. 7/10 behind is West Ham in second position, and Lion is the third one in the Red Bull with a 119.5, 8/10 off. Obviously, a lot of people ran with a wet setup. A bit more downforce. Tires with a lot more pressure. Becomes a lot more slidey. as the full wets for everyone. I don't think we're going to see any spots of dry. Tire strategy might be different for everyone. Really, drivers will adapt to the weather. We'll see if they put on the intermediates by the end if the rain drops a lot less. That's already the end of this short formation lap. Hopefully not a lot of crash in turn one. Maybe that's a lot to ask. Raining, people misjudging where to brake. Montana starts in pole, West Ham, Lion, Miami and the Renault separated by hidden. Varus starts up in 6th, Tom in 7th, when his teammate is P15, Tim is quite far behind. Mustang in 8th, Ferrari of 0 is 9th, and Scrangleton is closing up the top 10. As we have everyone ready to start. Green flag is out, 5 lights, and no one is going. Are the lights out? Alright, that was kind of anticlimactic. That's already Miami in the barriers. I'm trying to look at him, but he's just dropping off massively. Hopefully we're not going to have any problems in front. Everything seems to be going well for now. People taking precautions. And that's Miami with no front wing, but everyone going through turn one very, very cautiously. Who is that? That is 0F1, I think, on the inside, losing a lot of places. That is Muggern in the gravel. I think he lost a bit of downforce. That's Hidden losing a couple of places. That's Tom with a good start, and now in P3. Lion in P4. And Montana is already, what, half a second. Not even 1.5 seconds in front. He's already gaining massively. Sir Packagey. Tucked behind Tim and Nadir. We see these two behinds, can't finish in a variable. Battling. Dark Warrior in P13. For any one of you wondering. And Tim is right behind him. He's going to take the outside line through the Parabolica. Could he make it? He's going to outbrake his opponent easily, as Montana picks up a 1:35.7. This is a good first lap on the wets. That was a standing start. As Miami goes for pit, as well as Nadir. And they're the only two guys who will stop with Muggern, so P18 to P20 are in the pits, but the race is not done for them. A couple of maybe safety cars in these tricky conditions. A lot of people losing the back end might result in them joining top 10 again. It's Mustang in the gravel. He lost lost a couple of places, 2 places to be exact, and Parrish is right behind him. He's not gonna gain enough to make a move at Ascari. 0 F1 using all curbs. Nat Zero probably trying for a move. He's not going to. Well, he's not going to go for it. He's just not willing to crash the car. He's in a good position. A lot of people fighting in front. He might catch him in the near future. A couple of laps to come. We have Barry Bull here going for the inside. I think he's going to be quite easy. Hacky G is going to defend well down the outside. As we see Tom is in the wall now. He had a good race. Did he pick up any damage? He's going to stay on the line. Who's that? That's Craig, the Mercedes. Another bit of wheel touch. I think Greg is going to get him through the straight as Niami picks up a 10-second penalty for corner cutting. He's now down in P7. Tom retires from the session. Hopefully his car doesn't give anyone a crash. That was very close. But Blaze Irene, that is 0 F1 colliding with Tim. I don't know what happened. I didn't quite catch it all. That is Catfish Hunter going around, zigzagging around the track, trying to avoid Zero. Quite dangerous. Could have lost the car and could have brought everyone to a halt. Really. That is West Ham. I think that's West Ham overtaking Lion. Al broke himself, I think. He went straight through the chicane. As we have a little bit of lag. We have Yale fights it for free. Let's try to catch who is it? That's Nadir. Nadir, please. No chat. We just told everyone. Respect for people racing. I get that. Sometimes when you crash out, it might be really frustrated. For the respect of people driving, please. No chat. Once in a while. Mudguard tires, where's that? Sector 2 and 3. I think if we jump in with these guys, we're gonna have a lot more view on where the car is on track. Well, I simply retired. Catfish Hunter pits for 3 softs and 1 intermediate. Well done. Alright, so Montana is now 7 seconds ahead. That's Virus coming back at Hidden in a really good way. Good move. Hidden might be coming back down the inside. Paris is not going to defend much. It's Hidden, I think, losing a bit of the back end. Not a good exit out of Parabolica. That's Montana already pitting for the intermediate, so the situation now, the weather, is now clearing up. I think that's why we saw the Catfish Hunter pitting for intermediates. Situation is tricky on track right now. We have Yellow Flag Sector 1, I think that's Dark Warrior, and Vengeful 1, yes, Vengeful 1 went straight through the chicane. Oh, contact here. Kick. Well, Vengeful 1 lifted off. Was losing a back end. Crash. Oh, it takes back to place. Variable. Quite weird. Everything can happen. 0F1. Out of the pits with the intermediate. Change the camera for reason. Can't change the camera. Intermediate sector 3. R has gone off. Hidden again on Virus at the same place. They're both going for the intermediates. Mustang is last one of the top 5. Wentz, Blaze, and Montana. There, Montana easily in front of West Ham. As West Ham comes back behind the Vengeful 1 on the wets, behind Dark Wire, who undercutted the chicane. Couldn't spot his braking point, fortunately. We're having one hell of a battle between these two. Virus is going to have the inside. Hidden lives in space. Hidden probably learned a bit from last week. I think he had 2 incidents. As Montana retires, what happened? Montana and Mustang. I think Montana's still going. Doesn't seem to have picked up any damage. That's a hard one on the Montana, sorry. Montana was up for P1. Now promotes West Ham into P1. Now that might be frustrating, maybe something happened. That was a severe collision penalty for Mustang, so I wished I would have caught it. Fortunately. So the Vengeful 1 is currently first, but he still is gonna have to pit. Mustang trying to find a way past, obviously no DRS, so DRS air is everything in these wet conditions. Vengeful 1 is not going to force it. he probably understands he's now in P2. That's so Sebastian Vettel of Mustang if it really happened. And the vengeful one is still going. Indeed, as Parrish is now battling with Hidden. Hidden was battling with the Renault of Niemi, but Niemi seems to have dropped back. Niemi still has to pit, and I think he's going to do it soon, maybe on the next time around. As we have Hidden taking the inside line for turn 1, battling with Parrish. Parrish on the wets. That is a move well done for him, but might Parrish come back at him? I don't think he's going to have the traction to. The intermediates are starting to gain a lot more time on the wets, and they are fresher as well. Let's see who still needs to pit. Vision change, stop. But the vengeful one is now the other one who hasn't stopped yet. Parrish is on 2-lap hold wets. That's well, given the current conditions, it might not be the best strategy to have pitted for wets. But he's 10 positions up, and if he pits, he's going to drop back down to 15, which is still good. It's not of the points, but it's still good. Let's see what happens. Vengeful one getting passed by a Lion. Fire is some intermediates. That's Tim trying to make a move on Niemi, who is on the wets down the inside. Did he outbrake his opponent? I think Niemi is gonna line each other. I mean, giving space to each other really well. Good battle. Raw racing here. No DRS. Little push from behind. Gonna lose time. Variable is gaining on him. I think he's gonna have to pit soon. He's gonna drop back out of the top 10. Variable being very cautious behind him. He sees that he's very unstable. He doesn't have any traction. Niemi trying to find the water on track. There's not much left for him to have enough downforce to go through the corners, and yes, that was bound to happen. Mustang. Niemi retires from the session. I don't think he had terminal damage. There's just seeing, I think he just abandoned. No terminal damage for anyone except no, not even Montana. So not many penalties, which is good. Now we have a lot of stable gaps, which is not good for me. packaging lose it. Was like a second in front. He's still in the wets. Well, it's league racing. It's gonna happen, of course. It is annoying, but thank you for not writing on in the chat, in group chat. You know. Vengeful One finally pits. He is going to come back side by side with Mustang, but a bit behind. Fresher tires. He's not going to go till the end with these, is he? We'll have to see what West Ham and Lion do. Maybe they're gonna have to pit again, but these tires are made to go a long way. More than the softs, obviously, but currently Mustang holds the fastest lap, and he's in the top 10. That will be 2 points for him. Tim with the fastest lap at 131.5. He's in P7. He keeps it there. Might have the point. A lot more. Tim is pushing a lot. He's now 5 or 4% ERS. He's gonna have to manage it a lot more than that. Monza has a temple of speed. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 turns. With 5 braking zones. So obviously managing ERS is vital. Wet conditions make it a bit easier. But on a dry race, ERS managing is really difficult. I find it difficult. Because you want to push, you want to overtake people, but at the same time you want to manage it to go till the end and have enough not to lose time. You need just to find a perfect balance of managing and gaining time. Now as we see Package E at the exit of Ascari, this car is facing the wrong way. Probably lost it in the wall. Package E's not going to finish this race. Incident has been cleared. Variable picks up third penalty, a lot of carbon fiber at the exit of Ascari. Mustang made the move on Dark Warrior. Dark Warrior is still in the wets. Is it not? He's on intermediates, wets. I've really enjoyed this game. West Ham 130 point. Fastest lap. 130.9. Conditions are getting better. Gaining time. Where's my... Tim is out of the session. Sector 1. Where's the car? Didn't see it. Already passed it. Did he retire in the pit lane? Oh, and we have these two battling for P12. A good move from Catfish Hunter. Fleeing around the inside. We don't care about fastest lap, do we? Now 0 F1 coming back at him. Catfish Hunter trying to defend. With too much track used of the inside, he's going to lose a bit of time. That's Blaze area, I think. Yellow flags sector 3. He's going to see it. I think it was Blaze Harry. That is Catfish Hunter. We look somewhere else for a second and we don't see any action. Catfish Hunter is going to finish it. He's going to retire. The car. Another incident could be looked at, maybe. I mean, Virus, after how many laps has it been on these tires? 9 laps. He's gonna go for intermediates. Just to be sure we're going up there. Oh, it is intermediates for Virus. Oh, that's Blaze Airy. I think he touched the orange curbing on the inside. His car lifted in the air all the way to the sand trap. Gives Scraggleton and Mustang a chance to catch him up. That is a bit wide for Scraggleton, but it's also wide for Mustang right behind him. Dark Warrior. There's only 2 seconds behind. Vengeful One is following closely. So we have this pack of cars following each other from an average interval. Not close enough to make any move, but not far enough to be called boring, I guess. That's what real F1 is, usually. Craig trying to force Blaze into an area, and that's Craig into the orange trampoline. Is Blaze area going to come back onto the track? He is, but no contact between him and Craig. That's Blaze area losing it at the apex. Mustang will need to find a way past in the next corners, because Craig will take this time to run away, and Dark Wire is catching up. Not a lot, but he's catching up. We really want to hit the exit. Click of oversteer, trying to get the slipstream on the main straight. He's going to be able to send it down the inside. No, we won't. Try to have a better exit. Oh. And Blaze Airy tried to cover the line, while Mustang thought he would have a clear path to out traction his teammate, and that is Darkwire into gravel. What happened to him? I think he got scared of Blaze Airy. They weren't that close. Blaze Airy losing the place to Mustang. Small mistakes make a difference here, as West Ham picks up fastest lap with a 1:30.8. West Ham now with a 5-second lead, and Scraggleton gained 3.5 seconds to Mustang during this battle. Vengeful One is now going to have to overtake into the Parabolica, maybe trying the inside line. Side by side for the entirety of the turn. They're going to be side by side. Or Blaze Area a little bit behind. Be gaining on Vengeful One? I don't think so. Can he outbrake him? Can he commit enough? He's not going to be able to. But as the Vengeful One going straight, and he's going to leave the position to Blaze Harry. He should be. He left the space and everything. At least he left the space. Hole on the Vengeful One. And that is some good drift for the Alfa Romeo driver. Parrish is gaining up massively on these two. Mustang isn't really gaining on Scraggleton. Yeah, the gap is stable. Darkwire is 3.2 seconds behind, so he dropped back. Parrish in the slipstream. Harry going for, I think that was a dummy. Surprised. Parrish behind. Could Parrish get a better exit and make a move into turn 3? Oh, 4, sorry. I feel like Blazed used a dry setup for qualifying because he's missing a lot of cornering speed, and he knows it because he's been cutting corners. Oof. Parrish almost colliding with the rear end of the Alfa Romeo. We can have him here. There's no DRS, but I'm trying to go down the inside. Really sure with Blaze Harry trying to defend. He's not going to go for it. Parrish is still behind. Blaze trying to force him into a mistake. Sometimes that's a lot of oversteer for Blaze. Not a lot of traction at the exit of Scary. Parrish cutting in front of Blaze, making the move stick. That's the Alfa Romeo driver losing a lot of time on traction. That sets the Mercedes up to catch up a Toro Rosso of the Vengeful One, currently 1.6 seconds behind. Mustang is gaining lap by lap on the Mercedes of Greg. Now 2.3 seconds. He gained a second in about 2 or 3 laps. Yeah, so the Blaze has been saving. You keep losing it at this exact apex. I think he's either missing rear downforce or he has a too unlocked setup. Darkwire with a 3-second time penalty, and Parrish is now right behind him already after only a single lap. Wasn't expecting him to be catching up so quickly to P7. Now we're gonna see second people gambling for softs maybe, because it's not raining anymore. Mustang with a 5-second penalty is going to serve it in the pit box, so we can not really worry about this. That was a very, very close rejoining of the pit. Dark Warrior also on the softs. It's Virus on the soft as well. He's serving a penalty. He's going for the mediums. As Mustang, I think he was kicked out of the session. Something happened that we didn't quite catch. Yeah, so the conditions are getting better, but will Virus be able to have high temperatures on these sets? Maybe you should have went for the softs. Seems to be a bit wet still, some part. Not too much as Blaze Airy with Mustang. Wasn't Mustang ghosted? Blaze Airy retired E. Well, P10 for 0F1. I mean, Virus is the only one out of the top 10. So for second week in a row, we might have only 10 finishers out of 20. Scruggleton on the softs. That's the vengeful one coming behind Parrish. I think someone... Oh, Parrish and both drivers. Actually, oof, that's the vengeful one. Trying to rejoin the track, but losing the back end very quickly. That is mean Virus in the top 10. Mustang is not going to finish this race. So 10 DNF, 10 finishers, and still 5 laps to go. My calculations are correct. And did everyone stopped? But it's now scrap for the fastest lap. Who picked up the penalty? I think that was Variable with a penalty. Let's just see before they engage in anything. Variable 3, 6. And that's 11 seconds. He might finish with another one by the end. We don't know. That position change. Everyone's on the softs except for Mean Virus, but we don't really mind because he's still in the top 10. Parrish with a fastest lap with a 1:28.0. Probably going to see a scrap for the fastest lap until the end. The weather is gonna get better and better each lap. 1:26.0 snatches it away from Dark Warrior. I'm trying to find something. Okay. We'll see on the last lap if we don't have anything to do. West Down on 125.5, fastest man on track at the moment. Hidden, I think Hidden and Variable both have a lot of penalties. You might see it played off track after the race. Really wide for a Hidden Variable. Important DRS down the main straight. Easy sends it down the inside. Doesn't come across. Hidden tries to. That is a switchback. Really well done. I think he out traction Variable on this one. He doesn't want to go side by side into turn 3. Okay, he's gonna keep his distance for the lap. I think it's pretty normal to keep your distance in sector 2. Wheel and gravel. Everyone is giving it everything. No one is managing tires. These stops will go till the end easily. This Lion picks up the fastest lap, 124.4. That's 1 second faster than West Down. Parrish with a 3-second time penalty. Laps left, and Lion is that was 29 under to the second behind his fastest lap. Variable defending the inside line, giving Hidden. That was not much space, but anyway, that was the minimum. Hidden going wide into turn 3, trying to go side by side. It's not going to work. Could go for the fastest lap. I think the win is more important than the fastest lap for him. We'll jump back with P3 and 4 if something seems to be happening. Variable, what a 123.4. Variable might finish in front of Hidden. We'll have to see. Parrish won a 123.2. It's fastest lap till the end. Variable needs to watch his mirrors because Hidden might be coming at him any second. He's only half a second behind. And West Ham picks up the win today. Fastest lap at the end with a 122. Could someone go faster than him? No, that's Hidden. That's 3-second time penalty. That's going to cost him. Hidden going wide. He's still behind. He's going to be promoted on the podium. That is That is lucky. Scraggleton, P4. Variable down to P6. Parrish in front of Scraggleton. And it's a lot of penalties for a variable. I think a 5-second cost him a lot in this race. Vengeful 1, Dark Warrior, P8. Good finish for him. 0F1 in P9, and Varus is going to be the last one to cross the line on the mediums. And he's going to be P10 easily. And that is done. Well done to the remaining drivers. Again, a bit chaotic. 10 retirements. It's not usually what we want to see. 2 retirements in a row. We'll have to watch what happens next week. I think next week is Singapore. I'm correct. Let's see, really the fastest lap comes down to Parrish with a 121.8. Well done for him. Started all the way back in 18, finishing P4. West Ham with the win. Lyon in second. Hidden in third. Parrish fourth. Scriggleton fifth. Variable sixth with a 15-second time penalty. In total, that's quite a lot. Vengeful 1 in Toro is in 7th. Dark Warrior in 8th. 0F1 in the Ferrari is in 9th. And Virus in P10. Thank you for joining us. Today we'll have the T1 race in about 30 minutes, so watch out for that. Well done to the top 3 and to the top 10. Hope you guys have a good week.